This is the burial place of James C. Ayer. Ayer was born in Connecticut in 1818. He was orphaned at a young age, and when he was 13 years old, he came to Lowell, Massachusetts to live with an uncle. He was educated in the city's schools, and he got a job working at a drugstore in Lowell. He had a knack for creating medicines. Now, back in that time, there was no pharmaceutical industry like we know today. Instead, individual doctors concocted recipes or prescriptions, and they wrote out these recipes for medicine, gave it to the patient, who would then take it to a pharmacist who would mix it in accordance with the doctor's instructions. Now, Ayer decided to do things differently. He made the medicines himself. Now, he had gone to medical school at the University of Pennsylvania, although he never practiced. But his innovation of making medicines without the instruction of doctors ran afoul of the medical industry at the time. Also, the fact that he sold the medicines over the counter without getting a doctor's prescription. And then Ayer also advertised heavily. Each year, his company would print millions of almanacs, calendars, and other paraphernalia to promote his products. And he became the largest seller of medicine in the world in the 1860s. His company, J.C. Ayer and Company, was located on Middle Street in Lowell, in what we know as the Ayer Lofts today. He got so busy with the company that he enlisted his brother, Frederick Ayer, to join him as a partner. Together they continued the medicine company. They also diversified by buying many mills throughout New England, particularly in Lawrence. Ayer later in his life became very philanthropic. In the early 1870s, he was traveling in Bavaria in Germany, and he saw a sculpture of an angel holding up a wreath that was outside a palace of a prince. Ayer tracked down the artist who had created this monument, and he commissioned him to make a replica of it, ship it to Lowell, and Ayer donated it to the city in honor of the victory in the Civil War. And that monument still stands in front of Lowell City Hall and is known as Winged Victory. Also in the 1870s, when the town of Groton, which was much bigger then than it is now, started to grow because of the rail line from Boston to Fitchburg. It went through the western part of Groton, and a community that became known as Groton Junction grew up around the rail stop. The people of Groton Junction decided they wanted their own town. They petitioned the legislature for a town charter. It was granted, and Ayer donated $10,000 to the people for the construction of a town hall. Out of gratitude, they named the town Ayer, Massachusetts. Now, there's a neighborhood in Lowell known as Ayer City. That has nothing to do with this Ayer. It was another family. Ayer also ran for Congress in the 1876 election, although he was defeated. He became ill after that, and he died in 1878. His estate was estimated to be worth $20 million. His family commissioned an artist from Ireland named Bruce Price Joy to create this monument. Joy sculpted it out of Italian marble. And he made a lion. And there's no clear reason why he chose a lion. The lion is the strong leader of the pack, and I think that's how the family saw James Ayer, so it is an appropriate monument for him. Because marble is a very soft stone, in the wintertime the cemetery constructs a wooden building over this monument to protect it from any pollutants that might be embedded in the snow that falls upon it. So if you drive through the cemetery between, say, Thanksgiving and the beginning of April, you won't see the monument. You just see a small gray building. But this is indeed the iconic monument of Lowell Cemetery. If you look closely at the lion's face and how expressive it is, the artist did a masterful job in creating this monument. So again, this is the burial place of James C. Ayer at Lowell Cemetery.